Ackley has shown so much here, Mike, in his first 9 games.
And he was exceptional in last night's game. Did a lot of things offensively that was good to see. This right here is going to be his triple. I think the one thing that we're all starting to understand is the ball really jumps off of his bat. Wise can't get back, and then we see some speed from Ackley as he slides into third base. So a nice triple for him, and then he comes back with a solid base hit. He will pull this ball down the line. It hits the bag, and then it hits the umpire. Probably another double for Ackley if that doesn't happen, but it's a base hit nonetheless in last night's game.
Take you to the 10th inning, and here's Ackley with a big double. It goes into the left field corner. Morrison's going to have a little bit of trouble digging it out. He thought about 3 and then held up. And then some alert base running right here with OLIVO.
OLIVO trying to move him over. Hits a fly ball out in the left field. So many times the fly ball to left field, the runners will go halfway. But Ackley sees the left fielder drifting towards left center, goes back, has the speed to tag up and get to third, puts himself in position to hopefully give the Mariners the lead. And this is exactly what happens, Dave.
That is unbelievable. And again, that's why you come to the ballpark. You're going to see something you probably have never seen before. Now, if the pitcher holds on, he's a dead duck. He didn't. Mariners go on and win this ball game. Now, tonight's starting pitching matchup's a pretty good one. As you look at Eric Bedard, a fabulous record in interleague play, sub-2 ERA, and this young Brandon Beachy kid can really pitch.
Brandon Beachy's been a nice surprise for the Braves, but Eric Bedard has really come alive over the last 6-7 weeks. There hasn't been anybody better than Eric. He has pitched well his last outing. He ends up getting the loss in this outing because of 2 unearned runs early in the game. No run support for him, but comes back and says that his season high of 10 strikeouts in the game was in command of the entire game. Good fastball pitching inside. His curveball today is going to cause some problems for the Braves.
Last 13 innings for Bedard. He's not given up an earned run. That bodes well for the Mariners. Now it's about getting some hitting. Braves in the same boat, too. They're not hitting, although in runners in scoring position, they're among the best. A little gloomy day here in Seattle, but we'll brighten your spirits with Mariner baseball interleague play. It's the Atlanta Braves and the Seattle Mariners. First pitch, straight ahead.
Brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. by Quest. Quest is becoming CenturyLink. CenturyLink, your link begins here. Find out more at CenturyLink.com/link. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting Legendary Rockers 38 Special, August 12th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Welcome inside the pen here, presented by Root Sports. Brad, Adam with you. The Mariners come in tonight. Perfect 500 on the year. Well, even, I shouldn't say perfect. 39-39, 7-5 in interleague play. 6 more to go, including the first of 3 tonight against the Atlanta Braves. And for more on the Braves trip out to Seattle, down to the field, and Jen Mueller.
It has been a grueling road schedule for the Braves so far, Brad. This is their 3rd trip out to the West Coast, but their previous 2, they were playing in ballparks that they had some familiarity with, San Francisco and San Diego. But tonight, it's a whole new story for many of the players. They provide our Geico quotes.
I don't really know a whole lot. I just watched some of their BP, and it looks like the ball doesn't really fly real well. It looks like it plays pretty big, which is the same way for Atlanta. So hopefully it plays kind of similar, and we can come out here with a couple wins.
I know the ballpark is one of the newer in this generation as far as the dome and the retractable roof, and that's pretty cool, and that's a great asset to have when you have a baseball team in Seattle.
Well, I think we're playing good baseball right now. We're just, every now and then we're not putting it all together. We'll score 5, we'll give up 6, or we'll give up 1 and we won't score any, or you know what I mean? So we're playing fine. I think we'll, as the season goes on, we'll put it all together and be really tough to beat. So.
The Braves pitching staff certainly has made it tough on opponents. In fact, they lead the major leagues in opponent batting average. Opponents hitting just .231 against this Braves staff tonight. It is Brandon Beachy on the mound facing off against lefty Eric Bedard. The first of 3 between the M's and the Braves coming up next on Root Sports.
There's nothing like walking through the tunnel, and all of a sudden you got a pasture of green, a baseball diamond, and you're ready to play and ready to watch. And that's what we have here tonight at Safeco Field. The Braves are in town, first of 3. This is Mariner Baseball here in Seattle. Dave Sims and Mike Flowers on a very pleasant night with this roof covering us, and we are ready For some baseball action, Eric Bedard has been one of the top pitchers. In fact, the top pitcher in interleague play, an 8.2 record, a 1.69 ERA. And leading off for the Atlanta Braves, Jason Hayward. Spoke to Jason before the game. He said he hadn't led off in a ball game since he was about 10 years old. First pitch in there for a strike. Harry Darling working home plate. Paul Emmel at first, Rob Drake the umpire at second, and Clint Fagan at third. Hayward is your classic power hitter. Bounces one to the second baseman. Ackley throws him out. Hayward said he found out about his leading off today. He got a text from his skipper, Freddie Gonzalez. The rest of the Atlanta lineup looks like this.
And like Eric Wedge, trying to do something to jumpstart their offense. That's why Hayward was leading off. But you have to look at the middle lineup. McCain and Jones both leading the club in RBIs with 43 apiece. And Freddie Freeman, the phenom first baseman, hitting 269 so far. Wilkin Ramirez hitting ninth and making his first start of the year. Numbers for Eric Bedard, ERA under 3 now to 2.93, 83 innings pitched, 80 strikeouts.
Here's Julio Lugo, just his second game with the Braves. He's picked up. Add to this ball club. Been around for a lot of years. He's playing down in the Dominican Republic. Braves scouts saw him and liked him. Veteran player's been around for a long time. This is his second game with Atlanta. We've seen lots of Julio over the years. 11 years in the bigs. Last year with Baltimore. Then with Houston, Tampa Bay, the Dodgers, Boston, St. Louis, and the O's.
Well, the Braves had some younger kids coming off their bench earlier in the year, and that wasn't working out, so they went out and tried to find a veteran guy, and Lugo is that guy. It certainly helps that he hits right-handed. The Braves coming into the game hitting just .215 off of left-handed pitching, so that sets up well for Eric Bedard in today's game. Lineup of their left-handed hitters, and they have struggled against the left-handed pitching.
Lugo's got the most experience against Bedard, 9 for 34. This one popped up, smoke, and OLIVO take a look. Is that a play? Didn't see it. Somebody made a nice catch. Had the glove. All right.
Take a look at the defense behind Eric Bedard. Mike CARP getting the start out in left field. Gutierrez in center. Ichiro in right. And on the infield, Biggins back at third base. Ryan and ACKLEY up the middle. Justin Smoke over at first base. And Miguel Olivo will do the catching tonight.
Two and two here to Lugo. Bedard's been outstanding his last two games in particular. Beats the Angels, scoring 7 innings, no earned runs. And then last week at Washington, on deck hitter Brian McCann, 6 innings and no earned runs. Payoff here to Lugo. Drive to left, backing up CARP, who's got room. 2 down. Two up, 2 down for Bedard. And he'll face a terrific hitting catcher, Brian McCann. That's what he did last week against the Nationals on a hot, humid night. Strong performance. Crime to lose a game like that, 2-1. 5-time All-Star Brian McCann, game MVP in the All-Star game last year. Gave the National League the home field advantage in a World Series.
He'll be heading back to the All-Star game this year too. Hitting 300 with 13 home runs coming into the game. Tied for the team lead with Chipper Jones at 43 RBIs.
Kent's dropped about 25 pounds since he came up. There's Larry Wayne, Chipper Jones. That's it a ton to center field. Goody going back and watch it leave the yard. Good 12 rows back. 1-1 pitch. It's 1-0 Atlanta. Nothing cheap about that one. And a lot of Braves fans in attendance tonight, obviously growing up watching this club on TV, national TV for years.
He gets a fastball in the middle of the plate. About knee high. Drops the barrel on it. Hits it a long ways out in the right center field.
So the Braves 4th in the National League with home runs. That's their 83rd as a team. It went 409 feet. Breaking ball for a strike. Bedard, that's the 10th home run he's allowed. Ties Jason Vargas team high. Off speed pitch, fouled back. Great career for Chipper Jones. 1,510 RBIs he picked up back on, that was number 1510 back in late April. Moved into a second place all-time tie. Switch hitters passing Mickey Mantle, tied as he moves a little bit closer to Eddie Murray, who's got 1,917. Popped up. That will get out of play.
Hall of Famer?
Yes.
I think so too.
305 career batting average. Second all-time among switch hitters, behind Hall of Famer, the Fordham Flash, Frankie Frisch, who batted .316.
He'll end up over 450 homers by the end of this year. And he's played on a lot of championship clubs. Been a league MVP.
0-2 from Bedard. 3 call. Chipper backs out. He's turned away. Bedard gives up a home run to Brian McCann. 1-0 Atlanta, with the Mariners coming to bat. Ichiro will lead things off when we get back. Of 3 tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday afternoon. And the San Diego Padres will follow them with a weekend series. Let's take a look at the lineups that the Mariners will run out there against Brendan Beachy.
For Eric Wedge tonight, Ichiro leading things off. Brendan Ryan with a couple of hits, including an RBI in last night's ball game. Dustin Ackley was the story. His 3 hits, including scoring the winning run. He will hit 5th. CARP will hit 7th. He's out in left field, not the DH tonight. Playing left field, hitting 7th, and then Sean Biggins back in the lineup, hitting 9th. Numbers for Brandon Beachy: 3.22 ERA, 15 1/3 innings pitched for him, 57 strikeouts to just 14 walks. Yes, he will throw a lot of strikes. Opponents average just 217. And the defense behind him: Ramirez, McLaughlin, and Hayward in the outfield. On the infield, Lugo, Gonzalez on the left side, Ugla and Freeman on the right side of the infield. They already homered. Brian McCann will do the catching tonight.
There's Ichiro, first pitch. Left side. Gonzalez can't get it. Strike 1.
Brandon Beachy, pretty good fastball. It'll be anywhere from 91 to 93 miles an hour. His out pitch is a curveball, throws a 12-6 curve. Also has a changeup. Look at his numbers in his last start against the Blue Jays. 6 innings pitch, just gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 11 strikeouts in those 6 innings.
Young man from Kokomo, Indiana, went to Indiana Wesleyan University. Scout went to Sim. He's a third baseman closer. Liked his arm. Said, hey, you want to pitch? Maybe be a starter. Gave him $20,000. Here he is in the bigs. Joined the Braves organization back in 08. Oh, 2 strikes to Ichiro. Ichiro 2 for 5 last night. There are his intra-league accomplishments to this point. 2 for 13 on this homestand. Beachy missed some time because of a strained oblique. It's almost like you can't be a major league player anymore if you don't have a strained oblique and miss some time. Unbelievable.
And how did he do it? Swinging a bat.
Figures.
Yeah.
Ask some of the old, real old timers, like Jack McKeon. Hey, Jack, there's a strained oblique. Get out there and play. I don't hear the strained oblique stuff.
We didn't have obliques, I don't think.
You didn't know you had one. That's for dang sure. Ichiro strikes out.
Take a look at the last pitch to Ichiro. Good changeup, 82 miles an hour running off the outside corner. Ichiro chases it well off the plate.
Tell you what, if he can get that changeup in the vicinity to go with that fastball, he's going to be a tough hombre tonight. Mariners coming off of taking 2 out of 3 from Florida. Been an up and down road here. They lost all 3 in Washington. Prior to that, they took 2 out of 3 from the Phillies here at Safeco Field. Brendan Ryan looks at a strike. Attention getter.
Go ahead. I love it. Say it. Bow tie.
I was thinking. I was laughing because this one popped up. I was getting on Ryan today during BP. I said, "Hey, I thought you were going to be a victim of 9-3." He says, "Hey, Stanton came up throwing a couple times." He said that second time he wasn't messing around.
He busted it out of the box. Was going to get down there in a hurry.
Ball with 2 strikes.
That was a look at the curve ball. And so far topped out at 95 miles an hour. So pretty good fastball here in the first inning.
Big kid, 6'3", 215. Here's 1-2 pitch. Now he's got a 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Got 2 Ks already.
He'll just tie Brendan up with a good fastball up above the belt, just off the plate on the inside corner, and Brendan can't catch up to it. Talking to former Mariner and current Braves broadcaster Joe Simpson about BG, and he said they love him. Well, you can see why.
Want to note Adam Kennedy in the 3-hole here. Adam DHing.
Take a look. This is the changeup right here. Circle changeup. Standard grip today for the changeup. Gets good action on that pitch. It'll run away from the left-handed hitters.
2-1. It seemed like just about everybody now, all the higher flight pitchers. There it is again, a changeup. At a young age, are developing quality changeups now, as opposed to waiting to the back end of their careers.
Well, I think what's happening with them is a lot of the kids obviously are getting signed because they have good arms, and to protect their arms, they want them to command their fastball first and teach them the changeup. Reason being, obviously, there's not as much stress put on their arm as opposed to trying to snap off a slider or a good curveball. the changeup, I think. It's quality pitch, and if you can have one just like this young man does, his fastball's in the low to mid 90s and his changeup around 82.
And Kennedy, and a couple of hops down to Dan Uggla. They'll do it for the Mariners. 1-2-3, they go. So 1-0 Atlanta on the first inning home run by Brian McCann. Back to Safeco right after this. Glad you're with us here in Root Sports. First of 3 with the Braves. It'll be Freddie Freeman, Dan Uggla, and Alex Gonzalez, 5, 6, and 7. Freddie Freeman, boy, he's come up through the Braves system. He and Jason Hayward, good friends. This is a big young man.
And he's off to a good start, hitting .269, 8 home runs, 30 RBIs for him, 18 doubles to go with the 8 home runs.
Put on a show during BP. .6'5", 225. Mountain Valley, California is his home. 0-1. Off-speed pitch and a good one, 1-2 to Freeman, who was the Braves minor league player of the year last season.
Eric topping out at 93 miles an hour. Gets his curveball down to 75 so far.
Ryan surrounds. Gets something on the throw stretch, and Smoke's able to maintain contact. Paul Emmel, first base umpire. Here comes Freddie Gonzalez bolting.
Yeah, Terry Pendleton didn't like it at all, the first base coach for the Braves. Brendan getting rid of the ball in a hurry. We see this from him all the time. He has a strong arm, so get rid of it quickly is not a problem for him. And then Smoke gets out there, see if he can keep his foot on the bag. Mariners may have got away with one there.
Terry Pendleton, 1991 MVP in the National League, the first base coach. Got a case to plead. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mariners will take it. All right, get in the batter's box. Let's go.
Well, we were talking about this about a month ago. Keith Hernandez right there. Little cheap piece towards the umpire.
Who did he learn it from? The old Dodger, Ron Fairley. That was great. We were in Detroit when that piece.
Yeah, hopefully Ron's down in Palm Springs watching the game. Be proud of Justin on that one.
Your legacy continues to thrive, Mr. Fairley. Will Clark used to get off the bag in a hurry.
Yes.
Especially at bang bangers. Dan Uggla thought he was going to come to Atlanta and hit a lot of home runs and be very productive. It hasn't happened yet.
33 home runs for him last year. Coming into the game tonight, 11 home runs, so his home runs are okay, but his batting average at 177. It has been a struggle for him.
People in the coaching staff saying he's trying to hit the eight-run homer every time up.
Pulling off the ball a lot, has a little bit of an open stance, and exactly just trying to pull, and that'll get you into trouble. That front shoulder start to leak out on you, and pitches away, cause you a problem. That's not a good indication of that. Look at what a right-handed hitter's average is against left-handed pitching, and he's down in the 120s. Typically, lefties will try to sink the ball from you and throw you change-ups.
Hitting at 120 against lefties with a homer and 5 ribbies. 3-0. Strike 3-1. On deck is Alex Gonzalez. Ugla just mashed when he was in Florida from 06 through last year. Hitting 20 or more home runs in every year. Back with another strike. He's being kind of presumptuous up there with home plate umpire Gary Darling. That's not going to earn him any credits as we move along.
No, you wouldn't think so.
Ugla's a 2-time All-Star. Boy, he is a barrel of movement up there. Pop this one way upstairs. Ryan stayed with it for the second out. So the Braves come in here 5 games behind the Phillies, second place in the National League West. Eric Wedge talks about the profile of this ball club.
Their strong suit is our strong suit. They're starting pitching, and a couple of guys in their bullpen have been doing a good job. But they got a nice blend of position players over there too. They got some proven veterans that are been good ball players for a long time. They got some exciting young players too. So, yeah, I think there's some similarities there. But in the end, it's the same thing we talked about. Whoever plays better baseball and executes late in the ball game, that's going to be a difference.
Eric Wedge talking about the Atlanta Braves. The hitter right now is Alex Gonzalez.
I would agree with him. You would suspect with the pitching on both sides of the diamond, it's going to be low-scoring, close games.
Breaking ball for a strike, Freddie. Gonzalez, the manager for the ball club in Atlanta, thinks that Alex Gonzalez was stunned to learn that Alex has never won a Gold Glove. Said he's been very, very steady. Been around too. Alex part of the 03 Marlins World Series championship, 2-1. I saw him in Toronto. Was part of last year. Prior to that, Boston, Cincy, Boston again, in Florida. 2-2. Two pitch from Bedard. So Freddie Gonzalez in his first year with the Braves. They've been their third base coach for a few years under Bobby Cox. Bobby retired after 2 stints with the Braves, totaling 25 years. 2-2.
Hanging changeup on that last pitch. It's going to have to keep the pitch down. You don't want to get it up in the middle of the plate. That's how you get hurt.
Bedard deals again, 2-2. Ryan back on the grass. Strong throw. And Gonzalez is retired. 1-2-3 go the Braves in the second inning. Eric Bedard continues to throw some outstanding baseball. It's 1-0 Braves. That's pretty good. Can't see this through the sun. But they got everything in that one. There you go. All right. Dave Niehaus. That statue. Look forward to having that statue here in the ballpark in September. Justin Smoke, Dustin Ackley, and Miguel Olivo. It's going to be a lot of fun having that likeness of Dave permanently in Scott's right field out in the concourse. You'll be able to sit down in the desk next to the statue. It'll be looking out towards the field. And we hope to have it. And it'll be in that general vicinity right there. Give you a panoramic view over the shoulder. So when the picture's taken, you're taking all the splendor of Safeco Field. It'll be good. 0-2 to Smoke. Justin went 0 for 5 last night. The 0-2.
So far, Justin is getting everything from Brandon Beachy. He's seen his changeup, his curveball, last pitch, a fastball in the inside corner up.
Foul ball. Third time the Mariners have taken on these Braves. First time since 08. Mariners are 3-3 all time against Atlanta. Braves are here June 13th through the 15th, 2003. Mariners took 2 out of 3, and then in 08, Turner Field, Mariners went 1-2 in that trip. The 0-2 here to Smoke. Off the leg of Beachy, stays with it. Got him. Ball was hit hard.
Beachy looks like he's fine. I think it hit him off of his shoe. Certainly was able to get off the mound in good shape.
Well, he's okay. Nobody coming out. The trainer, manager,
yeah.
They're not coming out. The Saturday Mariners trading cards are coming back here. Mariners will be hosting the Padres. First 20,000 fans are going to take home this year's edition of the Collector's Cards. Features the 2011 Mariners, so get to the ballpark early. Come on out, trade cards with other fans, and complete your set. Tickets, you know where to get them. Mariners.com or any Mariners team store. Dustin Ackley. Strike one. What a performance. He turned in last night. He's at an even 300 his first 9 games. A home run shy of the cycle last night. Balls, 1 strike. Dustin 9 for 30. Home run, 3 runs batted in. She's being careful with him. 3-1. Miguel Olivo's on deck. Three and 2. Seen him hit just about everything. I mean, obviously a very small sample size, but turned around 99 a few days ago. We've seen him hit some changeups, some breaking balls.
He seems to be able to handle everything. The one thing I was encouraged about last night was when he hit his double down the left field line. We've seen him pull the ball with some authority, but going the other way is something that he's going to have to do to hit for a high average. And we saw it really for the first time yesterday with the double he hit down the left field line and ended up eventually scoring the winning run.
I'm impressed that he's got 2 triples already. He'll take his walk here. 1 out base runner for the Mariners in the second inning, down 1-0 on the Brian McCann first inning homer. There's Miguel Olivo. 14 home runs last year. Here we are in game number 79. He's got 12 already. Tied with Smoke for the team lead. 2 behind Smoke for leadership in the RBI category.
We'll see if the Mariners want to put the game in motion, try to run on McCann. Everybody knows that he can swing it. He's got a report on him is that he's average behind the plate. Trying to quicken up his feet a little bit if they can. Help him throw some runners out. Might be something the Mariners can take advantage of. Beachy looks like he's working hard to try to keep Dustin Ackley close at first. He has a slide step that he's using, so he's going to be quicker to home plate.
Pretty good lead for Ackley, who has not attempted stolen bases of yet. Short right field. Second baseman Ugly going out. Two down. Mariners looking for their first hit. This will be hitter number 7, Mike CARP. His 10th start since being recalled from Tacoma. His 4th start in left field.
I like the fact that Eric Wedge put him in left field. They need to get him going, and sometimes younger players have a tough time DHing. Put him in the outfield, make him feel like he's more part of the game, and see if that helps him swing the bat a little bit better.
Now that one off the mask of the catcher, McCann. Carp pinch hit in the 9th last night, worked the walk. Mariners coming off a 2-1 win against Seattle, and I'm going to tip all of my caps to Doug Fister. Last 2 starts, 16 innings, 1.13 ERA. 1-2 to Carp. There's Doug with the beard. Second from the right. He has been throwing some very good baseball and just Mr. Hard Luck. All 2 strikes to Mike Carp. Now, how about what these guys have done with the bats, though? Fister leading the parade. Vargas is the one with the rep as a hitter, and he hasn't checked in yet. Look at Fister with a run and an RBI.
And an extra base hit with a double last night.
That's it. So these guys, they're done for this year. Interleague play on the road, so they will not be swinging the bats anymore. San Diego comes here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Doug Fister wins.
And I'm sure he let them all know about it, too.
1-2 pitch. He went. You can see it here. Gary Darling say yes. And McCann drops it and still is able to throw Carp out. Well, that was almost an adventure. K2-3 on the strikeout. 3rd out recorded. Hitting over 1-0 Atlanta. third inning. Nate McLouth, Wilkin Ramirez, and Jason Hayward. It'll be 8-9-1 here for the Braves. McLouth, an all-star, came over from the Pittsburgh organization a few years ago. Breaking ball there from Bedard. Counts 1-1. Home run by McCann, the difference. 2 out. Blast in the first inning, straight away center field. Broken bad looper that Ryan will take care of. 1 out. It's 5 in a row retired by Bedard. Hey, today's game is being brought to you by Budweiser. This year, Budweiser will donate $100 to Folds of Honor for every home run hit in Major League Baseball. Visit Facebook.com/Budweiser to see how you can support our nation's heroes. Wilkin Ramirez, left fielder. Big swing and a miss. See, Willie Mopena's back in the league with Arizona, and he's hit a couple of monster home runs. Looking at this kid, he's a big young man too, about 6'4".
He likes to hit the fastball. Has trouble with anything that has a wrinkle in it. There's a scouting report on Ramirez getting his first start in left field. Here, those first couple of fastballs trying to keep him away from him.
1-1 pitch. Bounced up there. Ramirez just called back AAA 9 days ago. Second appearance here with the big club. First time he came up, he replaced Hayward, who missed a lot of time with a shoulder injury. 283 hitter, 7 homers, and 21 RBIs down at AAA. Three and 1 to count. Strike 2. On deck is Jason Hayward. Watson, 9-hole hitting left fielder, hitting a .143 with 1 out here in the third. First walk for Bedard against a strikeout. First key bank run around the bases. It's coming up this Sunday. Mariners face the Padres in the series finale. After the game, all kids 14 and under, come on down to the field and circle the diamond like the pros. Get your tickets for the Mariners Padres game. Go to Mariners.com or any Mariners team store. So Hayward broke in with a huge splash last year. One of the bright young stars, one of the bright young African American stars, of which the number dwindling at a rapid rate. I said, how did you come to choose to play baseball? He said, my father introduced it to me when I was 5 years old, and every 5 years he would ask me. Then I get to high school, I'm an all-star. Says, you still want to play baseball? You have to ask me that question? Kid was ripping it up in suburban Atlanta.
He's a big kid with a lot of power. First time, as you mentioned, leading off. I certainly didn't expect to see him in that spot in the lineup. I figured he'd be in the middle, 5th, 6th, somewhere in that area.
I saw him downstairs. I said, what's up with leading off? He said, hey, that's what he did. Freddie wants to shake it up. They're struggling. When he talked to the Atlanta people, he said, listen, you look at our batting average, it's .237. It's 14th in the 16-team league. He says, now, if we can get a guy to second base, we're okay. They lead among the best teams in the major leagues with a .312 batting average, runners in scoring position. But they got to get him there. One, two, outside. Second with, that's the overall number, 273.
Eric's thrown a couple of pitches at the bottom of the strike zone, and so far Gary Darling, the home plate umpire, hasn't been giving him the call. I think he thought he had a strike thrown right there. You take a look at that last pitch. It's a perfect pitch.
Payoff here to Hayward. Runner goes, and that's smoked. Foul territory. Three and two. To Hayward. Stare down. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch by Bedard for second strikeout and a key second out here in the third inning.
Eric goes with the fastball, trying to throw it on the outside corner. That pitch just off the corner away, too close for Hayward to take, so he waves at it. You see the velocity of Eric's fastball starting to jump up. That last one at 91, but he's topped out at 93 so far.
Leo Lugo, lied to left. Runner goes, swung on and fouled off.
Talked about Freddie Gonzalez trying to make things happen, changing the lineup up. He's putting the game in motion, also hit and run on the first pitch to Lugo.
Run on one hit for the Braves. The home run by McCann. No hits thus far for the Mariners through the first two innings. Bender for strike two. What a cat and mouse game here. The 0-2. Ramirez goes. They got him picked off. Throw down to second. Ackley applies the tag. And that'll do it for Ramirez. Cubs stealing. 1-3-4. That'll do it for the Braves in the third. Mariners still looking for the first hit. They'll send up Gutierrez, Figgins, and Ichiro in the home third here at Safeco Field.
Braves, not a whole lot going on in the division, but the Angels hosting the Nationals tonight. And in the second inning, ex-Mariner Mike Morse blasts his 15th home run of the year to center field. That puts the Nationals on top 1-0. Right now it is 2-0. Dave, back upstairs to you. It's our Sterling Savings Bank score.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Mike Morse continues to hit well. Good for him. At the end, it's Figgins and Ichiro here in the third against Brandon Beachy, who's yet to give up a hit. Rudy coming off an 0 for 4 last night. One pitch outside. So far 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Brandon Beachy comes in with a record of 2-1, a 3.22 ERA. 2-2.
You mentioned him getting scouted and signed for $20,000. I thought it was interesting. Last year, his minor league season was over. He was at the instructional league with the Braves working out. The Braves were in the hunt for the wild card against the Padres. They needed a pitcher, so they called him up from the instructional league and sent him out against the Phillies.
Not bad.
Yeah, so he ended up getting 3 starts last year, 2 of them against the Phillies. And they felt like, wow, seemed to handle the situation well. Wasn't rattled, came in, and look at him now. Pitching well, absolutely glowing reports on him. And from what we've seen so far, you can see why.
Good stuff. Goody takes a call, 3rd strike. It's back-to-back strikeouts now for Beachy. 4 on the night, 1 down here in the 3rd. Let's visit our trivia question brought to you by AT&T. American League DHs. 274 batting average this year in our league play. What are NL DHs hitting during the same time frame? You get 282, 252, 232, or 212.
I'll go with D.
D, 212.
Just because they don't really have a DH. They're running their extra guys out there, probably filling in.
I'm going to go with B, 252.
Okay.
Here's Sean Figgins. Figgins still in search of his stroke. Wedge working him in, wanted to get Adam Kennedy off his feet. Let him DH tonight as Figgy looks at strike 2. And as Wedge said, we can't do it all with just the kids. He's hit a couple of balls hard lately. Maybe that's a sign. 1-2. Late. Maybe the fact that we're coming close to the second half will be good for Figgy like it was last year when he hit 289 second half.
Yeah, I think that's the hope. Maybe he can get it going.
Piece of that one.
I think the other thing that is going to be afforded Eric Wedge is that the Mariners don't have an everyday steady DH at this point. So some of the guys that he needs to give a break that are on the field, he can move them around. You mentioned Adam getting the DH today.
He strikes out. Fouled into the glove of McCann. 3 consecutive strikeouts now for Beachy and 5 on the night.
Good fastball at 95 miles an hour. Sean can't catch up to it. He has a better fastball than what the reports were that we were able to get. Topping out at 95. So his fastball is 91 to 93, 95. Top of the strike zone. It's tough to catch up.
Strike 1 to Ichiro. He struck out on a 1-2 pitch. So the 9 outs recorded by Beachy, 5 have been via the strikeout. We begin the second time through the order. Take a look at the CenturyLink high-speed pitch. Beachy at 95, Bedard at 93. Bedard's got 2 Ks and a walk. Ugly can't get it. Base hit for Ichiro. Number 89 on your hit parade.
Gets a changeup that's down and away. You can see McCann set up off the plate. It's actually a good pitch from Beachy, and Ichiro stays with it.
Ichiro starting the night 7th in hits in the American League. Adrian Gonzalez leading the way, the Boston first baseman with 114, and Michael Young with 100 starting today. It's Brendan Ryan, first hit for the Mariners. If you're a hitting coach right now, what would you tell him after seeing the first time through for everybody?
I would say stay on the fastball and try to get it down in the zone. He's throwing a lot of fastballs. The problem is because he's short arming, it's jumping in there on the guys, and he has a good one. He's topped out at 95. And it's tough to catch up to it at the top of the strike zone. We've heard about the good curveball from him, but we haven't really seen it so far. And I think he'll stay with his fastball until the hitters start to make an adjustment to it. There you go. 73% fastballs from him. 27% off speed, but the majority of those change-ups to the left-handed hitters.
See if Ryan can follow up that first hit for the Mariners. Pitch outside, 1-1.
Brendan's last at bat, a lot of the pitches were up in the zone to him. Take a look at that. There's his last at bat right there. All his pitches up in the zone. There's the good curveball.
Ball and 2 strikes to Brendan Ryan. 2 outs, each row at first. Ryan's cooled off since that hot May where he went 28 of 73, a 384 clip. Him inside again.
Yeah, he's coming there hard a couple of times. His first at bat, he threw one right under his chin, straightened him up, and he comes back in there hard again. Take a look at Brendan. Toe tap. I'll move him off the plate, probably trying to make some room on the outer half for his curveball again.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
There it is.
Counters run full for Ryan. Adam Kennedy's on deck. Mariners trying to generate some offense.
Well, 3-2, 2 outs. Ichiro will be on the move with the pitch. Ryan can find a gap, preferably one in left center field. Ichiro will score.
Mariners left 13 men on last night in that 2-1 victory. 3-2 pitch. Ichiro takes off. Fly ball. Slicing foul. Long run for Hayward. To play.
Take a look at the last pitch to him. Finally gets a fastball below the belt, but it's right on the outside corner. Tough pitch to handle.
Beachy, he's ready. Pitch. Fly ball to right field for Hayward. Towards the line, no problem. That'll do it for the Mariners. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Beachy. Ichiro stranded at first. It's 1-0 Atlanta.
All the way from Germany.
Nice. I'm not catching the drift of those, although there was a wedding veil in there. That's a curiosity. 39th anniversary, 6-hour drive, and they paid to get that printed. I think that's they're in a leaderboard. Good effort, enthusiasm by the young kids.
I like the chest protector.
There's Bedard. No, Julio Lugo. Lugo was at the dish in an 0-2 count when they picked off Wilkin Ramirez. Popped up. Ackley giving chase. Ackley calling off smoke. Makes the play. First out here in the 4th inning.
It's a good job by Dustin Ackley taking charge. It's a tougher play for Smoke to go back, and Dustin calling him off early enough so that Smoke can get out of the way.
Brian McCann, the all-star catcher, 1-1 pitch, 2 outs in the first. Yikes, look at that one. Loaded up on it and got it out of here. Nothing cheap about that, baby, and a nice catch by the fan, 409 feet. With that home run, McCann now 1 for 2 career against Bedard. Strike 101. Off speed, but misses. He's throwing some very good baseball for the Mariners. Not lost the game since the 20th of April against Detroit. He went 5 innings and 4-0 defeat. Since then he's picked up 4 wins. I checked that. The loss obviously was last week Washington. That was his first loss since April. Line drive, Ichiro, can he get it? No sir, plays it on the hop. 3-1 is the count. Base hit McCann. 2 for 2 night.
Take a look at Ichiro coming in thinking maybe there was a chance for a shoestring catch, but he really isn't that close to it, but keeps it in front of him. Solid base hit for McCann.
There's one of the all-time popular Braves since they've been in Atlanta, Chipper Jones. Struck out looking his first time. How about this credential? The fact that on the switch hitting home run list all time, he's second only to Mantle and Murray. 443. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer, 504. The great Mickey Mantle, of course, a Hall of Famer, 536.
An advantage for Gonzalez, really, to be able to put Chipper in as the DH, give him a couple of days off the field. You take a look at the numbers for the American League DH. The fact that he doesn't have to go on the field, but he keep his bat in the lineup. It's an advantage. Chipper, 39 years old.
Fooled him again, 1-2. This is what he's done in his career.
That is a real switch hitter there. And your numbers are that close from both sides of the plate. 304 left-handed, 306 right-handed. I remember early on in his career they thought he struggled from the right-handed side of the plate, the weaker part, so he straightened that out, obviously.
Left-handed, he's ridiculous. 342 home runs, my goodness. 1-2 strikes. Payne at the outside corner again. Chipper does not protest. Second time he's taken a called third strike. Bedard's third strikeout. 2 down here in the 4th. With the man aboard, our AT&T trivia question. DH is hitting 274 in the AL. What did the NL DHs hit? Mike said 212. I said 252. The fans went with C. Survey says D. Nice job, Mike. 212.
American League pitchers hung in there with the National League pitchers, though.
They did. Two outs for Freddie Freeman. Freeman grounded out to short. That led off the second inning. One and one. Freeman, a minor league player of the year in the Braves organization last year. Came up with a lot of fanfare this year. Multiple magazine cover stories. Bat goes into the outfield. Almost to the outfield as Ichiro puts away that fly ball. But boy, thankfully, be aware of flying objects out there. Nothing across from Atlanta in the 4th. Braves still lead at 1-0. Manny Rodriguez going all the way. That was good stuff. Big dog, big James Earl Jones in that one. You had the big, was it the big St. Bernard? It was the monster. That was funny. Cute movie. Called him Hercules. Kennedy, Smoke, and Ackley home 4th against Brendan Beechey. Mariners with 1 hit tonight. That was a 2-out single by Ichiro in the 3rd. Mariners come in last in hitting, 228. The Braves are 14th in the 16-team National League at 237. Two and one.
.65 pitches so far for Beechey, 44 strikes.
Up high, 3-1. 2 wins he's got this year under his belt. Beat the Dodgers in L.A. April 19th in his last start on June 22nd, 5 days ago. Well hit. Deep right field. Hayward back. That ball's gone. Home run. Adam Kennedy ties it at 1-1. And the most dependable Mariner of the year, A.K. Adam Kennedy, with his 6th home run, his 24th RBI, ties this ball game up.
Adam Kennedy, the veteran, gets himself into a hitter's count, a 3-1 count. And Beachy throws him just a room service fastball, 91 miles an hour in the middle of the plate. A couple of solo home runs, one for McCann and now one for Kennedy. Tied ball game, both clubs with just 2 hits in the game.
361 feet. He launched that 3-1 pitch. Adam Kennedy for a home run. Last time he homered was June 3rd against Tampa Bay. 0-2 here to Smoke. Good start here to the 4th inning. See if Smoke can keep it going. He's behind 0-2. To left field, backing up, coming in Ramirez. Nice catch. Felix Hernandez, he takes them out Wednesday afternoon. Mariners and Braves wrap up this 3-game interleague series for as low as $14. Groups of 4 to 12 can get a ticket to Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package Day, and it's a fantastic deal, as you know. Hot dog, Pepsi, ticket to the game. So take advantage of this offer. Visit mariners.com/specials. City Kings Court as well. They doubled up on Friday night in size. That was impressive.
It was a lot of fun. They were into it too. Felix did not disappoint at all.
Breaking ball for strike. 0-2 here to Ackley. Walked this first time. And strikes him out on 3 pitches. 2 outs here in the 4th and 6 strikeouts already for Beachy. So here's a look at how these 2 teams compare. The Mariners right in the thick of things in the American League West. Batting average, not that big a differential. Runs, home runs, you get a big separation. The Braves pitching, their ERA, it's outstanding. 2nd in the National League, and the Mariners are 2nd in the AL. Olivo checks his swing, ball 1. There's strike 1-1.
Good news for the Mariners. They're getting Beach's pitch count up. This next pitch will be 75 here in the 4th inning.
Long foul. 1-2. Olivo trying to get his way aboard here. 2-2. Mike CARP awaits. Out 7 strikeouts through 4 for Beachy. Good news though, the Mariners tied up on a Kennedy leadoff homer. It's 1-1.
Friends, Angie Mentink here at the Northwest Forge Sports Desk, and you have to see this score from Target Field in Twin Cities on the same day that the Dodgers enter protection for bankruptcy. They pound out 23 hits and 15 runs, beating the Twins 15-0. Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Kemp, and Trent Olchen each with 4 hits apiece. LA scored in every inning but the second and the ninth. Dave, back upstairs.
Boy, that's a scary score. Thank you, Angie. My goodness. And Joe Mauer started to work him out at first base. But, boy, that didn't mean anything today. 15-0. Goodness. Dan Uggla leading off. 0-1 the count. In the right center field. Here comes Ichiro. One out. Time now for a banner bank building to the future. We've talked a lot about this kid, Kyle Seager. North Carolina teammate with Dustin ACKLEY. And since the promotion, 4 games, 9 for 18 hitting, a couple of doubles and an RBI. And according to play-by-play reports from Mike Curto, working radio broadcast for Tacoma, he's at third base tonight. This one popped up, might be playable. Smoke gets under it. He's got to play 2 down. Speaking of Mike Curto, we'll welcome him to the radio airwaves on Wednesday for the afternoon tilt. He'll be working with Rick Rizz.
Chance to see Kyle Seager over a couple 2 or 3 weeks down in spring training. I really liked his approach a lot. Young man looks like he has a real good idea of the strike zone, hits the ball all over the ballpark, and he's showing it in the minor leagues so far.
Yep, you can see why they had so much success with he and ACKLEY in that lineup. Clearly, the Carolina program's been a good one for a long time. There's Nate McLeod popped up to Ryan at shortstop. McLeod's good center field. Does a good job covering gap to gap. Speed. Another one of those guys going to get a good jump more often than not. Bedard dropping out almost crossfire against these left-handers, and it's working out pretty well.
He'll throw his breaking ball from down there also. He's just not going to fire fastballs when he drops down like that.
Two. A couple ex-Mariners on this ball club. Eric O'Flaherty and George Sherrill. A couple of lefties working out of the bullpen. Both having good years. The bullpen here for the Braves has been good, just like the Mariners. Two and two to McLeod. Atlanta comes in, having lost 2 of 3 at San Diego. Lost 11-2 and 4-1, and the only game they won it by a final of 10-1. Last 7 series for the Braves are 3-4. Series pitch. Deep drive, right center field, another long run for Goody, running out of room. He's there, he makes the catch. A lot of hang time, and it worked out just right for Franklin Gutierrez. As McLeod put a charge into it, but Goody runs it down. A Mariner player, Alaska Airlines donates 10,000 miles to our Make-A-Wish Home Runs for Wishes program. You can donate your own miles to Make-A-Wish at alaskaair.com. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, the Root Sports crew, and all these good folks on hand here at Safeco Field. 1-1 ball game, couple of home runs, one by Brian McCann. First inning for the Braves, and answered by Adam Kennedy, leading off the fourth. Here's Mike Carp. 1-1 to Mike. Brandon Beachy, the Braves starter. He struck out 7 and walked 1. Giving up a run on 2 hits. Dard, a run on 2 hits. Struck out 3, walked 1.
And he has had a good changeup tonight. Fastball's topped out at 95 miles an hour, but goes back-to-back changeups to Carp. The last one's 79.
Down the line. Fair ball into the corner. Extra bases for Carp. Mike Carp in his 10th start. 4th in left field. A leadoff double here in the 5th inning for Mike Carp. His 2nd double since being called up this season.
There are a couple of changeup. Beachy tries to sneak a fastball by him at 92 miles an hour, but Carp is ready for it. Inside out swing and lines it into left field.
Good job by Mike. Bottom 3rd of the order, getting things started here. Franklin Gutierrez is now the hitter.
His job is to move him up, try to get him over. If you're going to make an out, make it a productive out.
He took a called 3rd strike and a 3-2 pitch, leading off the 3rd.
Braves expecting him to bunt. Lugo, the 3rd baseman, playing even with the bag. The 1st baseman, Freeman, playing up on the grass.
Takes a strike. Comes the 0-1. 0-1. It's blocked by McCann.
'83 pitches. He worked hard in the 2nd, 3rd inning. 22 pitches in each of those innings. Run his pitch count up to 83.
One offering to Goody. Here's your productive out. Carp over to 3rd. Gutierrez thrown out for 3. Job well done.
I like it. Still early in the game. Only the 5th inning. I'd hate to see him give up and out by bunting. Give Franklin a chance to drive the runner in and keep the inning going. But if he makes it out, move the runner up, make things a little bit easier on Figgins. Braves will bring their infield up. The sacrifice fly out there. We hit a ground ball through the drawn in infield of the Braves. They said McCann's going to go out to the mound. Conversation with Beachy, figure out what it is they want to do. Figgins' first at bat ended up striking out. A lot of fastballs at the top of the strike zone on the outer part of the plate.
See if Figgy can step up big here against Freddie Gonzalez's crew. You got the left fielder playing shallow, so is McLaughlin center. Hayward a little more straight away and right. All one, Sean Figgins. Career .288 hitter. Hitting a .187 coming into this at bat. Pretty good arms in that outfit. And that's not going to do it. There's Lugo, and he does have a play. Tough go, 2 down. Biggie here. That seems to really be dragging through the zone, particularly as a left-hand hitter. Root Sports is looking for the biggest Mariner fans in the Northwest, and throughout the season we're going to be going state to state to find the most passionate fans in our region. This month we want to hear from devoted fans in Alaska. Log on right now, rootsports.com. Show us what you've got. Show us why you're one of the Mariners' ultimate Northwest fans. So 2 outs, you're going to leave it up to Ichiro.
With that out, McCann going back to the mound, reminding Beachy, young pitcher. Ichiro with a base hit. And they've got a base hit up the middle, but to remind him that you have the right-handed hitter and Brendan Ryan on deck. Sure, they're going to try to not give Ichiro anything. It's too good to hit. He's going inside hard with a fastball.
See if you can turn on it. Off the plate. One and 0 to Ichiro. One.
Can set up off the plate away, and Beachy threw that one right down the middle.
Counts 1-1. CARP a leadoff double. Ooh, folding big time. 1-2.
It's a circle changeup. McCann again set up off the plate away. Ichiro chases this pitch well off the plate. Circle changeup has some good action running away from the left-handed hitters.
1-2 with 2 outs. Struck him out. Hasn't had an RBI since June 12th. Can't cash in on that opportunity. The score tied. Remains that way at 1-1. Is brought to you by AT&T, by Budweiser, official beer of the first inning. Great times are on deck. Grab some Buds. And by Pizza Hut's Cheesy Bites Pizza. Fun starts at only $11.99, only at your Pizza Hut. Mariners got a runner to third base, could not get him in. Here's Ramirez. Oaken Ramirez to lead it off. Looks at a strike. It has been a problem for the Mariners. 2 for 12 yesterday in the 2-1 win. Runners in scoring position.
0 for 3 tonight. Killers are when you're in these pitching matchups with which the Mariners are. You get the runner over there less than 2 outs. You have to cash those in. Those are the ones that you have to take advantage of. Get a leadoff double by CARP. Franklin Gutierrez does a nice job of giving himself up and hitting a ground ball to the right side of the infield to move him up, and you just can't cash it in.
Mariners hitting .250, less than 2 outs, with 2 outs, runners in scoring position 172, and overall 214.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's tough to spit that one out. 172.
Golly. Ramirez Hayward and Lugo. Curveball, 2-2. Here's Bedard in the 6th, the 2-2. Got him. Strikeout for Eric Bedard. Number 4. One out here in the 6th.
And there's a perfect pitch with a fastball down and on the inside corner after he swings over a breaking ball. It's just a perfect pitch. He really has been something, hasn't he?
Hey, Eric Wedge is raving about him. We talked to him before the game. He said, you know, backbone of this staff has been the 5 starters, and Eric's been right in the middle. Been very consistent. He said, I had no idea when I first got here really what to expect given all the injuries that he's coming off, and his Hayward fouls went on.
Well, yeah, I can see that. And then he had his struggles early on.
Said Carl Willis has been good at working guys back, getting them back up to full strength. They did that to a few guys in Cleveland. And it's working out quite well here with Bedard.
Well, I think the other thing too is it's apparent that Eric is healthy, because the one thing that I've noticed through this stretch of great games that he has pitched,
stuff like that.
Stuff like that. But more importantly, he is pitching inside with his fastball, really opening things up. It's made his changeup better.
Coming inside, working inside the right hand hitters hard on the hands and right underhands has been really good.
And at times cutting the ball in there. It makes it awfully tough for the hitters at that point to try to cover both sides of the plate. And Eric has a good enough fastball at 92, 93 miles an hour to keep you honest in there. And if you can't hang out over the plate, that makes it tough.
You think he's up 1 or 2 since maybe when we first saw him in 07?
I think
08 rather?
Yes, consistently I think he is.
Yep. 0-2 to Hayward. As you look back at the numbers, you talk to the guys that faced him when he was healthy in his last 2 years in Baltimore, said he was ridiculous. That's how good he was. You know, command, he could pop it in there and change speeds really well.
And he's always had the good curveball. His changeup is something that I think he's still developing. At times he has a good one. Sometimes it's not there for him. But I think he just being healthy, gaining confidence, makes you feel like you can pitch inside and get away with it. And there he goes again, straighten him up. When you're not sure, you don't feel like you have your good fastball, then the tendency is to want to be careful, and careful means pitching away a lot. And that causes some problems because it doesn't give you much room. You have to live on the outside corner or just off the plate. When you start opening things up on the inside, it makes it easier for you.
2-2 to Hayward. Got a full count. 4 strikeouts for Bedard, 1 walk. Giving up a run on 2 hits. The McCann home run. That's all he's allowed to Atlanta. Now Kennedy answered in the 4th with a home run.
This will be an interesting pitch. Hayward can handle a fastball, and he can handle a good fastball. See if Eric challenges him here on a 3-2 count.
Payoff to Hayward. Popped it up. Mile high pop. Ryan puts it away. 2nd out. 2 down here in the 6th. Look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Atlanta for the next 2 days. Day off on Thursday. San Diego's in town. Then the Oakland Athletics and the Angels on the road. And that'll take us to the All-Star break. Julio Lugo. Fly to left, pop to second. I like how he's moving people's feet. There's been too much time, I think, over the last couple of years. We didn't see a lot of Mariner pitchers doing it.
No, and what does that do? It makes you real comfortable at the plate. And when you're real comfortable at the plate, you're going to turn it loose and be more aggressive with your swings. But you start moving guys around, or that make them feel, because trust me, the guys in the dugout are watching that too. It makes it a little bit different.
Last year in that 101-loss season, I got the sense way too often the guys were, give me that bat and let me get there, run it up to the batter's box. I like to have a pitching staff with a little bit of edginess to it. You played with some.
Yeah, you go through it, and you name me some quality pitchers that you like a lot, and I'll guarantee they pitch inside.
No question.
It's not about drilling guys or throwing fastballs under their chin. Just move them around a little bit.
And Halliday must be doing something right in Philly. Got another complete game yesterday. Cliff Lee. And up and down. Jared Weaver with the Angels. Felix. We got Verlander with Detroit.
He has really thrown the ball well this year, hasn't he?
He's been fabulous. And it really is a no-hitter waiting to happen almost every time. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-2 the count. Julio Lugo. Full count. I think I racked up another win. He got his 10th win the other day. It was CC Sabathia. On deck, Brian McCann. Payoff.
This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Mixing it up nicely. 3 pitches inside, moving them off the plate, and then going right back to the outside corner.
This crowd here tonight, 26,467. A 3-2 pitch here to Julio Lugo. Foul by Ryan Snitker, third base coach.
Take a look at what he has done. Most of them fastballs. He did mix in the one curveball, the 3rd pitch of the at-bat.
Do it again at 3-2. Breaking ball, got him, called 3rd strike. Strikeout number 5 for Eric Bedard. He's through 6. What a ball game! What a duel with he and Beachy. 1-1 the score. Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Widmer Brothers Brewing. Brewing without boundaries. And by Jack in the Box. For a limited time, Jack's really big chicken sandwich combo is back for only $3.99 plus tax at participating restaurants. Folks, we got a great pitching duel here tonight. As expected, a couple of teams that hang their hat on their pitching. The Mariners and the Atlanta Braves. Brendan Beachy, he struck out 8 through 5. Struck 1 to Brendan Ryan. And Eric Bedard threw 6. He has struck out 5 and walked 1. One to Brendan Ryan, who's strikeout victim and a fly to right.
Beachy's only gone over 100 pitches twice this year.
Breaking ball in there, 1-2. Ryan, Kennedy, and Smoke are coming up here for the Mariners. Dribbler. All right, some familiar faces there. Scott Proctor and George Sherrill. All 2 strikes to Ryan. Struck him out. Strikeout number 9. 2 in a row. 1 out here in the 6th.
Switched up on Brendan Ryan. Brendan has been getting some fastballs, and that time he throws him a bunch of curveballs.
That's 9 strikeouts, and that's backing that up with coming off the 11 strikeout performance in 6 innings in his last start 5 days ago against Toronto. Here's Adam Kennedy. Counted for the Mariners' only run. 3-1 pitch. Leading off the 4th, he homered into the right field stands. 1-2. Yeah. Foul ball. That man's impressive.
Pitch number 99 coming up for Beachy. You can see him making a real effort. Switching things up this 3rd time through the lineup for him. A lot of fastballs early, and now this next time through it's been curveballs and changeups.
Two. 3 hits on the night for the Mariners. One of them the Kennedy home run, an Ichiro 3rd inning single, and a double by Carp in the 5th. That was a tough go in the 5th inning. Carp leads off with a double. Goody moves them to 3rd with a ground out. Then Figgins fouls out to the 3rd baseman, and Ichiro strikes out to end the inning.
Take a look at the comparison between Beachy and Bedard. Not much offense tonight. A couple of solo home runs, just 5 total hits between the 2 clubs.
We're certainly familiar with the Mariners' struggles. You go over to the clubhouse in Atlanta and ask the guys, hey, what's going on with your hitting? And everybody does the same thing and shake their heads. I don't know. It ain't pretty. Hasn't worked out yet. They're only 5 games behind the Phillies, 2nd place in the National League East. Ground ball down to 3rd. Lugo handles and throws out Kennedy. 2 outs. 2 down here in the 6th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. The roof was wide open around noonish today, and then it started sprinkling a little bit. It's been closed ever since. Change up to Smoke. Strike 1.
Let's take a look at that last ground ball that Kennedy hit going into the glove of Lugo. Woo.
He caught a break.
Yes, he almost booted it down there. Mariners almost got a break. Happens sometimes when the left-handers, they cue it down there. If they get jammed or hit it out the end of the bat, it'll be spinning like a top.
Two and one to Smoke. Center field, McClough to his left. He's got it. That'll good for the Mariners. 1, 2, 3. They go in the 6th. Pitching duel that continues. Bache and Bedard in a 1-1 game. And Seattle. Time for a little rally fry action here, Mike.
Well, I saw this sign earlier in the game, and I thought, let's take care of all the ladies at the ballpark, all the kids here having a good time. And I'm really glad that I ended up sending them up there. Because we have Doris at the ballpark, and those are 12 of her grandchildren. They're from Seattle and Spokane. She brought them all to the ballpark. So hopefully we helped her out a little bit tonight.
How cool is that?
That is great, right?
Way to go, Doris. 12 great grands.
12 great grandchildren.
That's awesome. I was fortunate enough to know my great grandparents on my mother's side. That's 4 generations here. Man, that's a lot of time. You know your great grandparents. That is very cool. Quite fortunate. There's McCann 0-1. Three, 4, 5 here for the Braves in the 7th. McCann, Chipper Jones, and Freddie Freeman.
And Eric Bedard at 94 pitches now. Going to have to work his way through the middle of the lineup. I think this is probably his ball game at this point.
No stirring down in the Mariner pen. But Bedard, his last 3 starts, 19 innings pitched, 1 earned run allowed. Coming into this inning, that ERA is 0.47.
And again, Eric being efficient with his pitch counts. 95 working into the 7th.
Two and 2. Bedard in the month of June has gone 7 innings, no decision, 5 innings and no decision, and then 7 innings and a win, 6 innings and a tough loss last week to Washington. 8 innings is his longest outing. That was a win at San Diego back on May 20. 2-2, Brian McCann. Good night home run and a single, 2 for 2. Breaking ball ripped into center field. Goody has to play it on a high. 3 for 3 as we check in with Angie Menting.
Guys, we all know that Jack Wilson is a huge soccer fan. He took Jack Cuss to the Sounders game on Sunday. Look who I have here, Freddie Montero. Now the Sounders are coming over here, Mariner fans. You and Jack Wilson are kind of starting to become pretty good friends, aren't you?
Yeah, we are pretty good friends, and he got me ticket to come here and watch the game.
All right, now I saw Jack Wilson out in center field today kicking around the soccer ball. Have you seen him kick the soccer ball, and do you think he has any skills?
Yeah, he's really good. He came one time our practice, and he showed a little bit of what he can do with the ball.
Now, he told me the other day that you guys actually play video games online, FIFA, soccer. Who's better, you or Jack Wilson?
Actually, we are playing 2 times. He won 1 time, and I won the other time.
All right, so it's a draw. Thank you very much for your time. Freddie here with his girlfriend Alexis and his brother Luigi as well. And Blowers, he's really, really asking hard down here for the rally prize. Says he's a big fan, though. Big fan of the rally prize, but really wants them. We'll get it back upstairs. Right now, the Sounders with their win on Sunday. 4 points within the MLS, leading Los Angeles.
Good for them. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Freddie and group. Chipper Jones had a tough night, but Bedard has handled him. Struck him out twice looking. You know about what he's done in New York. He's ruined the Mets, made a career out of ruining the Mets. So what did he do? He named his son Shea after Shea Stadium. Because he was so at home at that old ballpark.
Well, they were the ones that started the chant Larry, right?
Larry Wayne, Chipper Jones Jr. Fly ball, short center field. Here comes Gutierrez. It's one of those begrudging respect that Met fans have for Chipper Jones, like the Brooklyn Dodger fans. Stan Musial. That's why here comes that man again. That's why you got Stan the Man Musial. Aaron Lafayette.
Eric Bedard at 101 pitches. And we have Freeman, then a couple of right-handed hitters in Ugla and Gonzalez after Freeman. Freeman's bat exploded his last time up and still hit the ball with a warning track in right.
That's a drive deep to center. Long run for Goody at the track. It's gone. Oh, man, did he charge that up. A 2-run homer by Freddie Freeman. 3-1 Atlanta. Good grief. 8th home run for Freeman. RBIs 31 and 32. I was just about to say that he put on such an exhibition during BP, and that's the power that they raved about during spring training when this kid made the ball club.
And we said it, his bat exploded and he hit it to the warning track in right field. Not this time. He squares it up. You don't see many go over the 405 sign at this point in the ball game very often. Nice effort by Gutierrez trying to get it back into the ballpark, but it's just too far out of his reach. And the Braves take a 2-run lead here in the top of the 7th.
Measured it at 412 feet. That is a poke.
Again, great effort by Gutierrez. And if anybody was going to bring it back, it would have been Franklin. But he can't get them all.
1-0 to Ugla. 2 home runs given up by Bedard tonight. Tomahawk down to Figgins. Ugla hustling all the way, is thrown out. 2 outs. Two outs, 2 runs in. Alex Gonzalez, the shortstop. It's one thing, you know, you read about a team on the other side of the country, you hear about all powered. A lot of teams, as you know, you've seen them tout their young prospects. Oof. That lived up to some of the writings that we saw earlier.
He's a good one. You know, when you're working your way through this thing and you're hitting almost 270 coming in with some pop. He starts to figure it out and make some adjustments as he moves along. as you mentioned too, 6'5" frame, short swing. Wow.
Fly ball left field to CARP off the bat of Gonzalez. Mariners got some work to do swinging the bat here as we go to the bottom of the 7th as Bedard gives up a 2-run homer here in the inning to Freddie Freeman, and Atlanta's back on top by a count of 3-1. Atlanta Braves home run power, the difference tonight. 3-1 Braves. 2-run homer by Freddie Freeman. That was in the 7th, and a first inning home run by Brian McCann. How about this young man? He did his job. Brendan Beachy
was impressive coming in. We had a chance to take a good look at him. 1 walk for him, gave up 1 earned run. That was a solo home run to Adam Kennedy, and 9 strikeouts in 6 innings. Previous outing, he had 11 strikeouts in 6 innings. He's for real. He's a good one.
Nissan shift to the bullpen brings us to an old friend, George Sherrill, in his 29th game.
That's a nice ERA at a 2.29, 19 2/3 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, just 5 walks.
George, pride of Austin Peay State University, Tennessee. Back up the middle. Nice job by Ackley. Base hit. So the Mariners respond here, down by 2.
Solid base hit from Ackley. Gets a fastball away from him. Hits it right back up the middle. One of the things that I've noticed with Ackley is the barrel of the bat stays through the hitting area for a long time.
Yeah, he's made some loud outs.
Yeah, the ball jumps off of his bat. And the main thing is he doesn't have to be perfect all the time. It's a solid swing from Ackley.
And again, I continue to be impressed in this is 10th game. Body language is so calm and just smooth. Hey, I got this. Don't worry about it.
We've seen that in the field too.
Well, that was the thing we had the biggest question mark about. We're here, we've read reams of copy about how he get hit. We're talking about a guy that was an outfielder, first baseman, now he's at second base. Done a heck of a job. I know when Holman came up and CARP came up, they were saying, hey man, he's a real deal at second. They weren't kidding. Drive to deep left center field. McLeod. Oh, brother, he made the catch. Come on. Nice play by Nate McLeod.
Looked like he was actually shading towards right center field. OLIVO disappointed. I don't blame him. But a sliding catch. He ran a long ways for that I would guess that Miguel caught that one off the end of the bat a little bit because it really hung in the air. In fact, Ackley was around second base, had to retreat and go back to first.
And he touched second. I say
always a good idea.
I say that because how many times have we seen where guys didn't do that? CARP, a chopper. McCann boots it. Everybody safe.
That'll be a base hit.
Tying runs aboard here for the Mariners with one out. E2.
Chops it out in front. It looked like McCann was going to have an easy play. Ball out farther than I thought. And it goes right off the edge of his glove. Then checks up.
Well, Brady Gonzalez comes out and gets George Sherrill after 3 batters. One well hit and a heck of a catch by McLeod in center. Gutierrez coming up, a right-hander coming in. 3-1 Atlanta. Atlanta. Let's check out our steel cut above the rest. An American ingenuity at its best. Entrepreneurship. Guys, got look at it. He's got it rigged up. Trying to get a baseball out of the bullpen. Stand with it. The rubber bands to flex it. Come on, buddy. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah. Oh. Still working. Work it, my man. And he got it. Yes. My man. Good job. All right. Good work. Hard throwing Scott Linebrink. Last 3 years with the White Sox. Bulk of his time prior to that with San Diego. Strike one to Goody. We've seen enough of this guy the last few years with Chicago. He's a good one.
Yeah, he is. I liked him when he was with San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good fastball, being anywhere from 93 to 95 miles an hour. Hard slider.
2 men on. 1 out.
Take a look at the numbers for Linebrink. 3.41 ERA. Opponent's average 2.42. He's given up 3 home runs this year.
Goody's 1 for 3 against him. This is 2-1. Franklin Gutierrez got a very productive out. Keep the runner over. That was in the 5th inning after CARP doubled. 2-1. The count from Linebrink. With foul. Linebrink, a big guy, 6'3", 220. Gonzalez from Austin, Texas. Came over from the White Sox in December in exchange for right-hander Kyle Cofield. Two and two to Gutierrez. I'm called. Break 34 years old, been in the professional ranks since 1997. Got to the big leagues with the Giants in 2000, then Houston with that organization through 03, then went to San Diego. 2-2 pitch to Goody. No, outside, full count. Biggins on deck. Another tight ball game here for the Mariners. In ball to the shortstop, Gonzalez to Ugla to first base. Freeman, get him. Double play. Threat dies. Inning over. 3-1 Atlanta here at Safeco.
Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Sterling Savings Bank. Visit sterlingsavingsbank.com. Back upstairs to Dave and Mike.
Angie, thank you very much. Eric Bedard, his night done. 2 home runs. The long ball's got him here tonight.
Solo home run from McCann, and then the 2-run homer by Freeman. Overall, Eric pitched well again. 106 pitches, goes through 7 innings, gives up 3 runs. All 3 of them earned 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Now we have Aaron Laffey in the game. ERA just a tick over 2. At this point, 31 in the 3rd innings pitched for him. Opponent's average 246.
Here's Nate McLeod. Wonderful catch he made on Olivo. First out in the 7th inning. Nate tonight is 0 for 2. Popped a short fly to center. We're 1-8. A lot of ground he covered, going almost right center to left center. Run that ball down. Look at another broken bat. Ackley throws him out. Wow. Alarming rate.
Fastball on the inside corner. Ultra-Mo will slow things down, and you can see Aaron Laffey saw that bat off. Both of them heading out towards Dustin Ackley at second base.
That can't be comforting.
No.
Woken Ramirez walking a strikeout looking. Bouncing ball. Ryan charges. He knows Ramirez runs fast, and a good play by Brendan Ryan. 2 down.
The always steady Brendan Ryan comes in, charging hard, gets a little short hop and gets rid of it quickly.
Top of the order. 2 outs. Jason Heyward. Heck of a campaign he had last year breaking in. As a rookie, 277, 18 home runs and 72 runs batted in. From the Atlanta area. Remember that opener, the home opener? He went yard. Boy, Chipper Jones. What a bear hug on him. He was so happy to see him. This one down the line. That's a fair ball. Fans do not touch it. And easing into second with a double. Jason Heyward. Boy. Second, ninth 2-bagger of the season for Heyward.
Slices it down the line. It was going to be a double. Just inside the line.
Two-out base runner here for Julio Lugo. Side to Julio. 0 for 3. Martin Prado has been out. He's got a staph infection. That is a huge loss for the Atlanta Braves. Young man was hitting 277, 8 homers and 33 runs batted in. Play any position, outfield, infield, and do it quite well. And it's a big loss. One of the reasons why they were able to get Lugo.
Sounds like he'll be out for another couple of weeks.
Yeah. Don't want to mess with staph infections. Open up the calf muscle. That's ugly stuff. 1-1. McCann, a solo home run in the first, 7th inning, a 2-run homer by Freddie Freeman. Mariner run coming in the 4th, a leadoff homer by Adam Kennedy. 3-1 Atlanta. Davey Johnson back in baseball, managing the Washington Nationals, taking over for Jim Riggleman. John McLaren held down the fort for a couple of days. They have Davey back in baseball. There's the score there, 3-2 Angels. 2-2 pitch. Down low. Davey with a lot of experience managing ball clubs, Mets, Dodgers, Reds, Orioles. Nationals now.
Aaron Laffey needs to make a good pitch here. We just showed you McCann 3 for 3 with a home run in the game. Couple of outs. Trying to get Lugo out here.
Payoff to Lugo. Bouncing ball goes to Ryan. Pulls smoke off the bag. Everybody's safe. Heyward to third. So an E6 on Ryan. Inning still lives.
And Brendan gives up a little bit of ground to get a better hop on the ground ball. Gets rid of it quickly, but clearly pulls smoke off the bag. Brendan knows that Lugo runs well. Justin doing everything he can to try to keep his foot on there. Just isn't able to do it.
You got McCann now, who's been 3 for 3. Solo home run. Pretty much straight away center field. A single to right. And a single to center and a run scored. Scored ahead of Freddie Freeman. A 1-out, 2-run homer in the 7th. Smoke tags, nice play. That's a fine play. Good thinking there by Justin Smoke. Well done. That'll do it for the Braves, top of the 8th. So you take another look at Smoke. And he had the advantage on Lugo and took the easiest play he had on the field. Nicely done. Figgins, Ichiro and Ryan coming up. Couple of innings. Stay on top of traffic by riding Link Light Rail to the airport. For scheduling info, visit soundtransit.org for details. Got another familiar face on the mound here for the Atlanta Braves. Let's get more from Angie Menting.
Yeah, that's right, Dave. Eric O'Flaherty from Walla Walla, Washington is out there. I actually spoke with him before the game. He said he pitched the last 2 days. I said, so are you on the shelf tonight? He said, no, not necessarily. We throw quite a bit. And I asked him about trying to get tickets for tonight's game. He said he was on the hook for about 35. And I said, you got to get 35 tickets for all your friends and family? He says, no, I actually just gave my password to my girlfriend, and she was handling everything for me. He's staying at his home in Bellevue, Washington, and not that he wasn't happy to see his girlfriend, but he was extremely thrilled to see his greyhound, Ari.
Good deal.
He's pitched well. Look at the ERA, 1.27, 31 strikeouts and 10 walks.
First pitch to Sean Figgins in there for a strike. Figgins, tough night. Strike out, foul out to the third baseman. O'Flaherty, we ran into him during a photo shoot for Root Sports. Angie and Jen and everybody. Brad Adam. Here's a rug burner over to Ugla. 1 out. And O'Flaherty said he was thrilled to see the Mariners on the schedule, and all he did was pray that it would be in Seattle and not Atlanta. Tap the order in Ichiro. Here's Ichiro. So defensively for Atlanta, Jordan Schaefer, he's in center field, and Nate McLeod, he moves over to left. So Flaherty thrilled to be back. Look at center field, Jordan Schaefer, and Nate McLeod in left field. Flaherty thrilled to be back here in Seattle. Down to Gonzalez. Quick release gets Ichiro. 2 down. Celebrate the best of the 80s at Turn Back the Clock night. Safeco Field this Friday. Mariners and Padres. Turn Back the Clock 84. They're going to sport their retro uniforms. Fans are encouraged. Come on, dress in your best 80s and join in on the costume contest that's going to run from 5:10 to 7:10 p.m. Plus, the first 20,000 fans are going to take home a Mariners Vice poster. It's thanks to Seattle Magazine. So get your tickets today at Mariners.com. Here's a throwback. Hats as Brendan Ryan stands in. First pitch. Remember these hats? What did you get to wear this when you first got here?
No, I didn't. But this is the one when I came to the games as a kid. This is the one to do.
Okay. San Diego Padres. I look at that. I think of Dave Winfield and Ozzie Smith. Gary Templeton and that crew. And on that blue one, you think of Harold Reynolds, good buddy, and Gaylord Perry, and Dave Hendu, Alvin Davis, a lot of really good players. Two and one to Ryan. He's 0 for 3 tonight. 2 outs here in the 8th. Two. Walla Wonder. Eric O'Flaherty. Two and two. Warming up Craig Kimbrell. This guy can really bring it. A lot of movement as Ryan works a 2-out walk. Adam Kennedy to the plate. He represents the tying run. This summer, go over the edge and take your support of Special Olympics to new heights. Sign up right now to rappel from the Rainier Tower in downtown Seattle and raise money for Special Olympics athletes in our area. Head to SOWA.org to register or for more information. 1-1. Adam Kennedy, he's a candidate for the Mariners' only run, a leadoff homer in the 4th.
Adam's 6th home run. Good time for a 7th.
Two. Three-one pitch in the 4th. That's off the starter, Brendan Beechey. Work there by Mr. Kennedy's behind 0-2. The outside. Flaherty, 1-2 to Kennedy. Foul ball. So Flaherty, boy, has been a workhorse for Atlanta since leaving Seattle. 78 games in 09, 56 games last year. 56 games for the 07 Mariners. He went 7-1 with a 4.47 ERA. Pitch. Taken for a ball, 2-2. Pitch. Him out. That'll do it for the Mariners in the 8th. 5 men left on tonight. Another runner stranded here in the 8th. And as we flash back to the 80s, how about Hendu? Dave Henderson in his Mariner gear back in the day. Mariners go to the bullpen again. Be their third pitcher tonight. It'll be Chris Ray.
Chris Ray, 21 innings pitched for him, 15 strikeouts, 6 walks. Opponent's average 284. He's given up just the 1 home run this year.
Dard went 7, 4 hits, 3 runs all earned, a walk and 4 Ks. Laffey an inning, gave up a hit. Now Chris Ray. Chipper Jones will lead it off. First time he's swinging right-handed tonight. Make that left-handed, get it backwards. First time swinging left-handed. First pitch swinging. Hard ground ball to Ackley. Handles it adroitly. 1 out. One out here in the 9th. That'll bring up Freddie Freeman. Did he do some damage? He did some damage last time up. A 2-run homer. A mash job. Straightaway center field. 412 feet. And I'm not talking about Mobile Army Surgical Hospital either.
This is a back leg home run. Stays on his backside and lifts it out to center field. Gutierrez, a great effort. Can't come up with it, and that is the difference in this game.
Couple of home runs by the Braves. One you saw there by Freeman, and in the first inning, Brian McCann. One down low. Ray, a hard luck loser with 1-0 Thursday in Washington. Fouled into Olivo's glove. 1-2.
Well, he gets a breaking ball in the middle of the plate and he cuts it loose.
Look out down there. Hope somebody's got a glove. That ball was really hit hard. Yeah. It survived it. He's not playing patty cake up there.
No.
Two. Full count to Freeman with Dan Uggla on deck. There's Dan. That was hit well. Right at Ichiro. He's there. 2 outs. You can see why he was minor league player of the year for the Braves in their system last year, because he attacks. He gets some wood on it. Time's running out. To vote on your All-Star ballot, get Ichiro and your favorite Mariners into the All-Star game. You can vote up to 25 times online, mariners.com/vote. So cast your ballot today. You could also win 4 All-Star Club tickets and a jersey autographed by Felix Hernandez. He starts on Wednesday here. Vote exclusively at mariners.com/vote. Make sure you hurry, because that voting's going to end on Thursday at 8:59 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. 2 outs. Stan Uggla 0 for 3. Uggla and a struggle. 176 is batting average. Does have the 11 home runs, 27 ribbies. 2-0. That is a big time pop up. Goody coming in, taking charge, makes the play. Work to do, time running short. Mariners down to the final 3 outs. They're down 2 runs. Coming up, it'll be Smoke, ACKLEY, and OLIVO.
Him in the air as the Mariners are down 2 as we head into the bottom of the ninth. No rally needed for the Rainiers. Apparently, the 104-degree temperatures in Vegas igniting the Tacoma Rainiers bats. They're up 19-4 in the 8th inning. Ryan Langer has 4 hits. Alex Liddy with 6 RBI. Get this, each one of the Rainiers' top 4 hitters, Langer hands, Kyle Seager, Alex Liddy, and Luis Antonio Jimenez have scored 3 runs each. Oh my goodness, pace yourselves, gentlemen. Dave, back to you.
Boy, that's some good output there. Mariners could use same right now. 9th inning, down 2. Smoke, ACKLEY, OLIVO, 4, 5, and 6, and they're going to have to get it done against a rookie having a super year.
Turn it up a notch. 38 innings pitched, 58 strikeouts. Greg Kimbrell.
Strike 1. Major league rookie leading 20 saves. Set the rookie record for most saves prior to the All-Star break. 01, 02. Leads all major league relievers with 58 Ks. Spent 58 of the first 157 that he's faced. That's 37%. And Smoke is gone. K2, 3-1 out.
First pitch at 97, and he comes back with 2 hard sliders at 86 miles an hour. Dustin trying to gear it up and get out in front of a fastball. There you go.
There's Dustin ACKLEY. Walk, a strikeout, and a single to center. Kimbrell was up 4 times last year. And he has found his groove here this year. Kimbrell 5'11", 205 out of Huntsville, Alabama, and he is rushing it up there, 2-1. He had 40 strikeouts against 16 walks in 20 2/3 innings last year, 21 games with the Braves. 2-2. He had a 4-0 record with a 0.44 ERA. 2-2 to ACKLEY. Strike 3 call, 2 down.
All fastballs, all of them away. Take a look at this last pitch. McCann set up in the middle of the plate. That pitch just off the plate away, but he's able to get the call from Gary Darling, the home plate umpire.
Miguel Olivo likes the fastball. He's 0 for 3. Kimbrell clearly has a good one. Starts him off with a breaking ball for strike 1. Mariners down to their last out. 3-1 Atlanta. He works at a brisk pace. Weak swing, 0-2. Well, I said Atlanta pitching was good. It's got the second best ERA in the National League. And they have done some work here tonight. A lot of Braves fans in the house here tonight. The 0-2 to Olivo. Stayed alive with a foul ball.
98 miles an hour on that last fastball. That's a good job by Olivo after getting a couple of sliders to start the at-bat off, just to foul that pitch off. It's in a good location, too, on the outside corner.
Braves scored first. They're 32-8 when they do score first. Here's the 0-2 to Olivo. Got him. Ball game. Kimbrell. Here's McCann. He'll throw it down to first, and that's it. 3-1 Braves. They take the first game in this series. They do it with the home run ball and great pitching. Home run McCann in the first, 2-run shot Freeman in the 7th, and then the bullpen of Sherrill, line breaking O'Flaherty, and Kimbrell wrap it up for Beachy.
I thought Eric Bedard pitched well today, going 7 innings, giving up the 3 runs. A couple of home runs hurt him in this game. McCann hits a solo home run. Then Freeman, the 2-run homer. The Mariners offensively couldn't help him out at all today. Just the solo home run from Adam Kennedy, and that was it.
Kimbrell comes in and strikes out the side as the Braves, they pick up win number 45 to go 45-35. The Mariners 39-40. We send it out to